Hi guys, Sarah the Northwoods Stitcher here, back again, and lots to show as usual. It's another scorcher of a day, and I tried to turn the AC on up before I came up, but I do look a little sweaty. I have been to the dump. I don't think I found much. I do have one thing to show you from the dump haul, and then I've got some happy mail, a finish, a fully finish, and some partial finishes. So we've got cross stitch to talk about, some thrift store hauls, some dump hauls, and some upcoming plans for the space. Amazon had some Prime days going on, and I did something crazy at the suggestion of my husband, so hopefully it goes well. So when I was last at the dump, I found this really cute basket. It is signed. I think it's just by the person who made it. It's got a really cute blueberry design around, all the way around it too. It's really cute. It just looked a little dusty on the inside, so I gave it a quick full bath and used a toothbrush on it. And it's only a little bit warped, I guess you could say, but that was just from whatever it was used for previously. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's definitely going to be up here so I can enjoy it. It's really nicely made, and it does say, I think it says Himmel, Himmel on the bottom. It's just a beautiful piece. So that was a fun thing to find at a dump. Oh, I got a really cool birthday present from my sister that I didn't show last time. I'm a candle person. I really love to have candles in the fall and the winter. And because I have animals, I like to hang them from our posts in the house. But this one I think will probably be up here. And I didn't know if you guys knew these existed, but Goose Creek put out a strawberry shortcake collection. So this is Orange Blossom. My sister bought it for me for my birthday. I'm so excited about this. I just really love smelling it. It's a 3-wick candle. Oh my gosh, it smells like orange sherbet. It's so tasty. It's a soy candle, and it's got a really nice metal top. It's very hefty. It's just lovely. I know they have some other scents out there related to strawberry shortcake, but talk about a blast from the past. So I think she probably did our childhood. We're 5 years apart. So she gave me the Trapper Keeper too. And that's going to be fun to have. I did a little bit of cleaning up here, and now I have lost Summer Quaker and Cardinal Points. I don't know where they are, but I'm going to find them because this space is going to be totally turned upside down next week. I think it's next week. I have ordered 4 work tables, and I'm going to put them right down the center of this room. Hopefully by then, the GoPro is charged. Hopefully by then I'll know how to use the GoPro, because I'm going to wear it as I put these tables together and reorganize this room so you guys can watch with me as I tidy this place up. So I have right now in the center a very dilapidated recliner and a couple of pop-up tables. So all the pop-up tables are going to go, the chair's going to go, and it's just going to be a row of nice workspace right down the center with storage underneath and a shelf unit under a couple of them. So it'll get some free space up. I'm excited about it, and it'll be fun to put these things together and have some more organization. It'll be nice. So that should be sometime next week. I'm trying to think if I ordered anything else during Amazon days. I don't think so. Nothing stitch related. Oh, I might have gotten a cross stitch book. So that'll be coming, and I'll show it to you. Also, for my birthday, I wanted to show you, I had a weekend moment, and I said, I need these sneakers. It was more like a midlife crisis sneaker purchase. My husband was able to get them for me with some sort of discount, so they were less than 80 bucks. These are Skechers Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg Skechers. Wait till you see these things. I can't wait to wear them. It's flip-flop weather now. I know, like clown shoes. I absolutely love them. They're crazy. What do you expect from me, right? So it's got almost like a bandana print on them. And of course it's a gold or yellow bandana. And it's got an S on the side for Snoop Dogg. And on the bottoms. I've worn them once. And they're simple slip-ons. So these kind of just give way to you putting your foot in and out. These are false or facade laces. They're very comfortable. They're not like my other Skechers. I have fallen arches or plantar fasciitis, so I really need to wear something with a good arch support. These aren't the best, so I'm not going to be able to wear them for days on end. I have to switch out my shoes a lot. They're like a combination between a Converse and a Sketcher. But what a fun thing to have. I think those will look great with my jeans this fall. That was fun to get. I have a partial finish. If you remember, my birthday start was the Prairie Schooler book number 65, Acorns. So I'm working on this. And I'm only doing 3 of them. So I'm doing the cornucopia, the squirrel, and the pumpkin and crow. And then I will finish them off as they are done in the photo. So I have cornucopia and the squirrel done. I've done this on an 18 count vintage country mocha. There's the squirrel. And now downstairs, I've just started the pumpkin and crow. It wasn't worth bringing it up. It's probably only got like 30 stitches in it. My goal is to get it done by the end of the month, but there's a lot of things going on, so we'll see when that happens. My fully finished or I should say my finish, is my Oh Christmas Tree. And this is all through the night. That's a pretty dark photo. Now I found a 14 count caramel something Ada on a swap table or free table at a retreat, Lakeside Stitches. And I did this with collards, which is a Weeks Dye Works. And I really like how it came out. I wanted a really big cross stitch for this. Yeah, Weeks Dye Works collards. And I think, let's see, these are what, 5 yards? 5 yards a skein. I want to say it took 4. I kept the little pieces. Looks like 3.5. It took 3.5 skeins. So just over 15 yards if you wanted to mark down. I don't think it tells you in the pattern how many you need. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. It says approximately 3 skeins. So if you do purchase this, get 4 skeins of whatever color you decide to do it in. And I don't mind having a bit of extra. That reminds me, I've got to check on some floss. But this is really cute, the way it came out. I should find something to put on the back when I show it to you. That's a little bit better. There's a lot going on in there. Initially, I thought I would add some little motifs, or what am I trying to say, embellishments to it to hang off the tree. I think I'll leave it as it is. I think this might end up being a Christmas pillow, or maybe I have a really nice simple frame that I won't do a mat board for. I'm just gonna keep a lot of the fabric showing because I do like that caramel color. Ah! I don't want that fabric on the floor. I did sign and date it, so it's ready to go in the pile. I got some happy mail today. This is why I'm a little concerned why I don't know where my summer Quaker is, because I ordered fabric for it. I went through my fabric and I was not happy with anything. So I got Fiber on a Whim Latte, which I think might be the called for, but now I can't check. I don't know. But it does look like a very good, slightly mottled. It's a really pretty color. And then I got it in an 18 count, so it wouldn't be too large. So once I find where I carefully put those things, because I know I put them together, I can get this actually kitted up for the last day of summer. I'll start Summer Quaker. And hopefully a lot of you guys will do that with me, and we can cheer each other on and get through it. Because I know it's going to take a while. I also had something that was in my pile that needed to be framed for quite a while. And I finally framed it. Now this is a peppermint purple piece. And if you're not familiar with peppermint purple, she does have a website, peppermintpurple.com. And she is a black work designer. She has a lot of fantastic charts, but she also has free stitch-alongs. And this was one of her stitch-alongs. This is a 2022 stitch-along that I did on 28 count Monaco. And I just put it in a frame that I got from someplace. I don't know where it came from, to be honest with you. It might be from the dump, for all I know. It looks like it's something I picked up from the dump. But it washed up nicely. It framed up easily. And I do like leaving that white border on it, because the inner border almost looks like it's been matted, and it hasn't. Sorry for the glare. That's what I can do. But if you ever wanted to try black work, go to her website and look for something in the menu called Stitch Along. And what you can do is you can register for her next Stitch Along, and you probably could even catch up with this year's Stitch Along. She will release a certain amount of blocks a week, so you're not overwhelmed with the whole thing. And it takes you probably 15-20 minutes to do one of these little blocks. And you can just go at your own pace. What I like to do is I like to pick out the format of how I want my tiles to be, because she gives you several options. I'll do the border, and then I'll do the fill-ins. And so I don't get lost, I will print out the design and put it in a 3-ring binder, so I have a reference tool if I worry about if I'm doing it right or not. But I've gotten 2 of these done, and I'm working on a 3rd. So this was a lot of fun. You can also pick out your background designs, or you don't have to do a background like I did. And I want to say, I'd have to look up in my binder, but what I did was I picked a lighter color for that background, so it didn't detract from the cells and the different tiles. So that's peppermintpurple.com if you're interested in looking her up. It's an absolute fun thing to do. I think what I'm going to do is take it downstairs and hang it on the same wall that my 2021 Stitch Along is finally up and framed. So I'll have a wall of different plaque works. That'll be fun to have. Oh, guess what day it is? It's wheel day. We should do that. And this is for the Design Works 12 days. If you're chosen today on the wheel, please contact me by email, the Northwoods Stitcher at gmail.com, with your mailing address so I can get this to you. Okay, so I've got my wheel pulled up. Who is it gonna be? Session Mom. Congratulations. So contact me so I can get you this kit and you'll be stitching 12 days. That's exciting. There were a lot of people on that wheel. Look how many were on that wheel. I put in another, when you make a wheel, you have to put in something before you save it. So I put in spin again twice. I was wondering if it would land on that. So Session Mom, congratulations. Take a screenshot so I don't forget, because my brain is like a sieve. So that'll be exciting. I'll actually bring this downstairs and hope that you can get in touch with me for that. I did Oh Christmas Tree. Oh, and I also want to say at the end of this video, I'm going to share a video that I made with my dog, Abby. She doesn't like to take baths, and I usually give her a shower because that's the least stressful thing for her. And she doesn't like thunder, and she went and rolled in something outside, and I had just minutes to get her in the shower and get her cleaned up before the thunderstorm came. You could hear it coming. So I got her in the shower, and we got her dried off. My husband helps. He catches her on the other side. She gets up in my lap, and I could tell that her butt's a little wet. So I was singing this song about her butt being a little bit wet so she doesn't hear the thunder. And it's just a cute little song. Maybe I'll stick it in right here. Oh, your butt's a little wet. Oh, your butt's a little wet. But I ain't gonna fret, 'cause your butt's a little wet. You will dry throughout the day, and the wet will go away. So I'm not gonna fret if your butt's a little wet. Also, I went to a stitch group at Panera. And this was down in Auburn. I went over to the Goodwill store, which is across the parking lot there. I found some great stuff. It was a Sunday, and there were some half-price things. Was it a Sunday or was it a Saturday? It was a Saturday. Yellow was half price. So this was $1, and this is going to fit a Halloween, where is it? I don't know if I have it handy. I'm going to hopefully have this framed by next video. But it's a nice long frame. I don't even know if I'm going to paint this. I think this might look really cool with the orange fabric. If I don't like this kind of mulberry, I might change it to something darker. But it's just a great little board, and it'll fit nicely inside. So that was one purchase. Oh, something else I found at the dump. I should pull that out. I got this for $2. And if you remember, I like these because you can do a two-sided cross stitch or two-sided mount. So I can mount something on this side and mount something on the inside and flip it for different holidays. I think that's a great space saver. And it's got a nice kind of barnwood edge. Oh, TJ Maxx, regularly $6.99. I paid $2, so that's okay. Always kiss me goodnight. I'd rather have a cross stitch on it. I'm not going to do anything to this surface. I think I'll probably just have a matte board that'll cover this completely. I have found that this stuff is like paper board and it does not sand nicely for me. I don't have any luck with it. I don't know if you guys have played with that, but I think I'll leave it as is. And then I found something very strange. This was $2. And it is another, it's got a message on the back. It is another possible double mount, but it's got a hanger on it. So I think I'll just cover this whole top part. And again, I think I might even just leave this, or I might throw some paint over top of it. I've been thinking about playing with some milk paints, but I don't have any, so I don't know if I'll go out and start purchasing those. We'll see. But this is a really great size for $2, and it's already got the hanger on it, so I don't have to struggle with anything. I almost forgot, and I don't know why I put it away already. I found something really cute at the dump, and it was kind of sad to see. Somebody made this felt rabbit. It's primitive, but it's cute, and I think it'll look nice in a dough bowl with some of my other pillows. Now, he does have a bit of a seam burst, so I don't know if I'll play around with trying to restitch that area with a different thread. I might just glue it shut, but I think he's cute the way he is, and I love that he has a little button. It's not a complete vest, but it's really cute. And he needed to come home. I didn't want him to go in a dumpster. And he's very clean. So that was another find. I always forget some of these things. Oh, and when I went down to the Panera Auburn Stitch, I saw a friend whose sister makes these really awesome needle minder pin cushions. Hi, Carol. These are made out of bottle caps or milk caps or soda caps. Do you see that? I'm holding it by the magnet. And that is a little pin cushion in there. I love it. So I couldn't believe it. She put a little button on there. It's glued. So this would sit on top like a regular needle minder, and you just stick your needle in the pin cushion. And she gifted it to me in this cute little bag. Now, I should say she gifted it to me because when I met her, she got to find out how crazy I was. I gave her this massive shopping bag full of my milk caps because I can't seem to throw them out. They're not recyclable because they don't say what number they are. And there are all these different types of colors that we get because we had different milks, particularly when we had our daughter here. We had 3 different milks in the house. So I had a huge bag and I said, here, I hear you make things. So I'm really lucky. I actually have 2 made by her. And that beautiful barrette that I showed in a previous video, it's a wolf eye line, and it's a beautiful barrette. It's very wide. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited to put that in my needle minder collection. What else is on my table? Oh, and I got Happy Mail. A long time ago. Who can I blame for this? Helen D. She bought this Ukrainian magnetic frame. I went out and got one too. So I started with this size. Now, this is a magnetic frame. You slide apart. and it's great to hold small fabric stitches, but particularly any of the mill hill designs that you do. My goodness, there's a needle on this one. Not good. But I did find that this one was too small to do the larger mill hills. Now, when I went to Stitch Maine, the Daily Stitchers retreat, Penny had some magnetic frames there, but she didn't have the size I was looking for. Trying to pick up something with my toes. I did get the one that she had. She had this size. It's just a darker wood. Now this is even better for some of the ornament mill hills. Always slide them, don't click them together. But look at all those little magnets in there. And then my friend Tina had the size I was after. So I went and ordered it. Now you can get these on Etsy. They are from the Ukraine. Again, it took, I think it was 3 weeks, which I think is no time at all to receive something like this in the mail from Ukraine. It's not like I don't have another project, right? So this is a great size. They actually should fit together. This one won't fit. But this is the biggest size they have for the larger mill hills. My friend Tina had this one and I had to have it. I'm so enamored with these. It's strong. It just bit me. But it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 16 of those tiny neodymium magnets embedded all around it. So it's really smart to have. So this is now going to go into my mill hill attire so I can really get organized. So I have lots of mill hill kits. And the other cool thing, I think I'm actually going to make these into magnets. When you order them, you get these really cute thank you cards. Isn't that pretty? So I'm either going to make it into an ornament or I'm going to make it into a magnet. They're just so pretty. So it's Wonderland Crafts, and you can find them on Etsy, or you can go to wonderland-crafts.com. I got mine from Etsy without any problems. I'm trying to think. I don't know what I did. Their sizes, of course, are not in inches because they're in Ukraine. So have a ruler handy so you can convert centimeters into inches so you know what size you're getting. But I do find that these are the 3 most useful sizes for doing smalls and doing the mill hill kits in particular. So I think this is going to be a great time saver when I'm struggling with some of those things. I have to find a place for all this stuff. I was asked recently to show you guys how I'm going to finish off some ornaments using can lids. So I do have them on my table to remind me. It's just that I haven't stitched anything small, well, with the exception of that little Santa, but I really wanted to hoop him. And he's a bit too complicated, so I want to do a simpler cross stitch to show you guys how I finish those. But I'm so excited to get these. Spools brought these up to me. She collected them for me. She's got that specialized can opener that takes the top off without any sharp edges, so that it's just all rounded and smooth. Really excited about doing that. What else was on my list? I got Summer Quaker and Cardinal Points I wanted to talk about. Cardinal Points is going to be the new year start, so we're going to start that January 2025. Cardinal Points is the long dog. Some of you said it's hard to find. I didn't realize that. I'm really sorry about that. You can check. I checked 123 Stitch. They didn't have it. You can contact thedailystitcher.com. Penny might carry some more. I know that I bought her last one at the retreat, so I don't know if she had some more in her online shop. You can also contact Crafty Grimalkin. Do I have her? I don't think I have her. Crafty Grimalkin. Hold on. I want to hold it up so you guys don't misspell that. I found Cardinal Points in Summer Quaker. I put it in a bag. You can also contact the Crafty Grimalkin. Grimalkin. And she might have it. I'm trying to think of other places that I would look. But those are the two places that may be carrying Cardinal Points by Long Dog. For those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, this is the one I'm talking about. That is all Gentle Arts threads. You don't have to use Gentle Art threads. You can use some other DMC conversions. Like in here, for example, for the black, they use Raven, but I'm just going to use 310. Somebody who was stitching it told me when you do get, if you are going to get all these sampler threads, make sure that you get 2 Tiger Lilies. Because she said of all the colors, she felt like she was running out of Tiger Lily. So that's good to make note of. I'm trying to think of how many there are in there. So I still have, I think, 2 to get still for this fully kitted thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 24. It looks to be about 24 different colors. But that is going to be a new start for 2025. In January, I'll start that. Any of you want to join me, that would be fun. I do have the fabric picked out. I'm simply going to do it on a 14 count white Aida because I want it to be big. And then when I pulled out my Summer Quaker, I think I have one more thread to get for this. I found that I had Halloween Quaker, and I don't have the floss, but I have the fabric. I have most of the floss, no fabric. Summer Quaker, I think most of us might already have, because it came out last year. But we're gonna start this one last day of summer, which I think is September 22nd this year. And for this fabric, I just ordered fabric used was Latte. That's why I got Latte by Fiber on a Whim. Now their model was stitched on a 46 count. I'm not going to do that, so this is why I got the 18 count. I think that'll be fine. But I'm going to try to kit this up because I am going to a stitch group at a local needlework shop, the Crafty Grimalkin, this weekend, and hopefully she'll have that one color that I need. I have it in my phone. I don't know which one it is. And then hopefully I can find the missing color for Cardinal Points. And then I had to figure out what I'm going to do for Halloween Quaker. So So if you don't have Summer Quaker, but you have another Quaker, why don't you start that one the last day of summer? That would be a good start too. That's a challenge. But I really love this. Now for this chart, they call for 40 count murky Newcastle linen by Picture This Plus. I ended up getting a 32 count Stormy Night Belfast linen. It looks gorgeous. So I'm excited about this. I had to do the conversion to make sure that this is the right size. It says I have a 16 by 16. It should be okay. And then I think it's all DMCs. Yeah, there are DMCs. You could do it in Classic Colorworks, but I think I'm going to do it all in DMCs. We'll see. Oh dear. It looks like I also have Stormy Night in here. 40 count. What am I doing to myself? Maybe I'll do it on that. There's not much difference between the two. I don't think you can see it on the camera. I think this one has more purples in it, and this one is a grayer shade. But I think what I'll do is I'll pull it out, do a floss toss, and see which one I like. 40 count, actually it looks easier to see for whatever reason. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of floss in this one. Maybe 10? Yeah, 10. I don't know, we'll see. I'm a maniac. I might kit them all up and just put them in rotation. We'll see. Here's what I need. I'm looking for Briar Rose by Gentle Arts for Cardinal Point. And I'm looking for DMC number 3 and number 4 for Summer Quaker. Those are my notes to myself. I better remember this bag when I go up to stitch. If I forget it, then I have a problem. What else do I have on my list? I think that's it. This will be a short and sweet one. Any other life updates? I told you I plan on blowing up my craft room, which should be interesting. But that's about it. I did get my sewing machine out of the box on the table, and I haven't touched it. And now I'm going to blow up the craft room, so still not going to touch it, which is not a good thing. But I do have plans for it. When I sign off now, I'm going to go downstairs with my bag of stuff so I don't forget to bring that, maybe even put it in the car. And then I'll figure out how to dismantle this old recliner and get it down the staircase without falling down the staircase. I had the luxury of having movers move it up here, so I do know it comes apart in 2 pieces. Wish me luck. And I will maybe put on a few videos, not videos, pictures of the overload of cuteness that I have been dealing with in this house, because the kitten and the dog are now sleeping together and they're making out. And when Stuart walks by Abby, our dog, he will jump up, grab her around the neck, and just kind of hang there for a second and then drop down. And she just doesn't have any reaction at all to him. It's really cute. I don't have that on film yet, but it's a little startling when it happens, because I would expect a dog to react to that. And I think I just go, oh, nothing happens. And I went, oh, he gave you a hug. she is so gentle with him, and it's wonderful to see. And they're getting along great. And when they play, it's fun to watch, because how do dogs and cats play with each other? She just kind of nuzzles him, nuzzle, 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 and he goes. That's about it. Even that's alarming to watch, because you think, ooh, but they're having fun. And then when she gets done, she'll try to bring him a toy. So I'll put some of that on the end. Anyway, have a great day. Happy stitching, and be safe.